Well, happy Easter. This is the second Sunday of Easter. I hope you're still enjoying the beauties of this season. The snow this morning here was not really appreciated, and we've had no heat in our convent all day. So if my teeth start chattering during this, you'll get the idea. I think we might have solved the heat problem, and it should start to get warm pretty soon, but right now it's still pretty frigid. I'm excited about this unit because to me this is really reconciliation in action, not just the sacramental sense in which we've been talking about it, but it's really communities that have taken reconciliation to the next level and established a lifestyle that's based on extending that throughout society. So I told you we'd go traveling, and in this unit we're traveling to Northern Ireland, and we're traveling to France, to Burgundy, where the Taizé community is located. In the last unit, I guess it was, I told you about a woman who wished I had written another chapter in my book, A Time for Embracing, which by now you should have read. And actually, when I was planning on writing that book, I was planning on it having another section, not just another chapter, but a whole other section on these reconciling communities. And that's the time when I had really done a lot of the research on these communities. Corrymeela, I was initially informed about by some of our graduate students who came from Ireland, and they were familiar with Corrymeela. And so when I taught them this course, they're the ones who told me all about Corrymeela. It was pre-internet, so I didn't have the kind of access to Corrymeela that we now have and that I'm able to share with you. And in those days, their work was primarily with the Troubles in Ireland. And so they would bring children, high school students, from the North and the South together so that they had an experience of knowing each other. And their intention was that in time this would seed a more peaceful Ireland. And whether or not this is directly attributable to it, there certainly is a more peaceful Ireland as a result. I've not been to Corrymeela myself, but I have been to Ireland, both north and south now, primarily in the south, but in January of 2015, on my way home from Paris, I was able to stop in Ireland and visit a friend, and we went to the north, and it was my first experience of going to the north. On the other hand, I have been to Taizé, and I write about it in the discussion part of this unit. My experience of being there in 2006, and then my experiences of Taizé coming to the United States in 2012 and 2015. And perhaps you are familiar with Taizé through their music or through Taizé prayer that many parishes have. But when you watch the videos, and on this, underneath my introductory video here, are two other videos. One short one of Corrymeela and another of Taizé. So at the very least, they will give you some background into the two communities, and you can do more exploring. In the discussion part, there's a more extensive BBC documentary on Ray Davey, who's established Corrymeela, and you can find more videos on Brother Roger, who established Taizé. Both of them around, in the wake of World War II. And I was able to attend Brother Roger's funeral on the internet. It was broadcast So I went to the office really early that morning and attended it on the courtesy of the web. Very, very moving experience. Both men are moving in their ways in which they carried out their ministry of reconciliation and truly have been healing ministers of the church writ large. So I hope you get to enjoy getting to know them, and who knows what you'll live into in your lifetimes in ministry. That's really an amazing part of this. Both of those men have now died, but their work is still thriving, and it will go on and have a rich benefit for the rest of the world, I'm sure. In this unit, I also talk a little bit more about the third reflection paper and also put that on the discussion board as well. Because this concludes our work with reconciliation, and then we'll move back into deaths and funerals in the following unit, in the concluding unit for this course. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I didn't put a place for them on the discussion board. I might go back and do that, but nobody's written any questions on the discussion board yet this semester, so my guess is that you find other ways of getting your questions asked and answered. I hope you're doing work on your research papers. I guess I've heard from about half of you who've had some questions about it and needed some more personal help. And the other half, I don't know where you are, so get in touch. And have a good week, and just enjoy this traveling to Ireland and to France. And maybe put that on your destination guide for one of these days. Bye.